Thanks so much for volunteering to help with the Wabash Sampling Blitz. We've prepared this short video introduction to help you know what to expect so that you'll get more out of the volunteering experience. The Wabash Sampling Blitz is an event where we've had more than 180 volunteers help in the past, and we hope that it will be a fun and enriching experience for you as well. The sampling is not difficult, and we'll give you all the instructions that you need here. We'll be sampling throughout the watershed. Just to give you some perspective, this is West Lafayette, this is Lafayette, this is 26 going west, 231 going south, and you can see that there are sampling locations throughout the watershed going down to Montgomery County and over to Warren County and even Fountain County. And so it's exciting that we'll sample throughout the watershed. We have 3 staging locations, and you've been assigned to one of these. The Beck Center at the Purdue Agronomy Farm, the Soil and Water Conservation District, or a park in Independence that's a beautiful site along the Wabash. You won't sample alone. If you didn't sign up with a friend, you'll be paired with someone that we hope will become a friend, and we encourage you to contact that partner in advance so you can make sure you get to the staging location at the same time. A few tips on what to bring. First of all, sampling is in the water, so if some of you can bring tall boots or at least shoes that can get wet, that will be great, and perhaps dry shoes to change into. Second, you'll be outside, so anything you normally use working outside, for example, a bottle of water, a hat, sunglasses, etc., will be useful here. And third, we'll provide maps, but if you have a GPS unit, you might benefit by bringing it. So what will you do once you get there? So first of all, each team will be assigned to 3 or 4 sites, and you'll get a nice map that will include driving directions. And you'll drive to each site. In addition to the driving directions, we've provided maps that look like this on aerial photos. We thought that would be helpful for getting the closest possible view of your sampling sites. So this group, for example, has 3 sites, which are marked in pink dots. This one is special. It means that they take an extra bottle at this point, which will be sampled for E. coli, and that's only done at some of the sites. Sites vary widely. We've got sites that are in beautiful forested areas, some sort of urbanizing areas that a lot of go through a culvert. Some are just wild land, and some are agricultural. There are probably other land uses as well. So you need to find out what you have at your site. And then you conduct sampling at each site. And this includes a few major elements. First is to measure the water temperature. That's what this person is doing with a thermometer. Second is to take the water samples. We'll show you how to do that. Third is to measure the water quality using some simple test strips. And fourth is to measure water turbidity using a turbidity tube. After you've taken the sampling, you return to the staging area, and there are several things that will go on there. You filter one of the samples, which will then be used for nutrient analysis in the lab. You'll record your values on a large map so you can see what your stream is like compared to other streams. You'll download your photos and then turn in your data sheet. And after you leave, the samples will be analyzed for nitrate plus nitrate, orthophosphate, and E. coli in a Purdue laboratory, and then they'll be shared on the Wabash River Enhancement Corporation website, which, if you haven't looked at it, it's at wabashriver.net. Get your feet wet. Here are results, for example, on a map from 2009, and something similar will be done for this year's results, so you can see how your stream compares there. And finally, the results will be used. They'll be used to determine where to focus future cleanup efforts. We'll compare them to previous measurements at the same site to see if things are improving or getting worse. And certainly they'll be used to educate the public and also local decision makers about the state of our water quality. So we recommend that you watch a few videos before you get out and sample. It will just help you be a little bit more comfortable. There's one on measuring temperature, There's another one on taking and measuring the samples, and finally one on measuring turbidity. And we hope that these will help you have a productive and enjoyable time sampling. Thanks again for your work sampling.